Hello all and welcome to another session on the topic of 2D arrays for the subject of Introduction to Programming using C. In earlier sessions we have discussed about using a 2D array for solving question based on matrix. Now we will be doing arithmetic calculations in a matrix. Now the first example or the first program which we will be discussing is about addition of contents of two matrices. Now on the screen you can see that there is a matrix A, it is a 3 by 3 matrix, and there is a matrix B which is also a 3 by 3 matrix. The respective data are stored at specific indexes in the matrix A and in matrix B. For example, for matrix A, 1 is stored at A00, 2 is stored at A01, 3 is stored at A02, and so on. Similarly, for matrix B, 2 is stored at B00. Again, for the first row, 2 is stored at B01, 6 is stored at B02, and so on for the whole matrix. Now, the question says is to create a new matrix called C, which will be having the sum of the contents of matrix A and B. Now this is the function which will be adding the content of two matrices. Based on the first line of the program, it seems that void add matrices is the name of the function. It receives two matrices or two 2D arrays, int A and int B. Now int RA and int CA are the rows and columns of matrix A, and int RB and int CB are the rows and columns of matrix B. Now looking at the green highlighted section of the program, we can see that we are checking if the rows of the matrices and the column of the matrices mismatch. Then we will simply abort and we will do no addition. Now the highlighted yellow section of the program says that use the for loop to process each and every element of matrix A and B and C. Now matrix A and B elements are denoted by Aij and Bij. They are added and they are stored in the third matrix called C. The contents are added and are stored in C. Now, based on the program which we have seen, let's discuss how the loops execute. Initially, when I is equal to 0, the value of j will be 0, then value of j will be 1, then value of j will be 2, as seen on the screen. Now when j is 0 and I is 0, this means that we are processing element C00. When j is equal to 1 and I is equal to 0, C01 element is being processed. When I is equal to 0 and j is equal to 2, element C02 is being processed. Now when I and j both are 0, this means A00 and B00 will be added and it will be stored in C00. A00 was having 1, B00 was having 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, and that 3 is stored in C00. When I is equal to 0 and j is equal to 1 means we are processing C01. C01 is equal to A01 plus B01, where A and B are matrices. Now A01 was having 2, B01 was also having 2, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, that 4 is stored in C01. In this way, all the elements of matrices A and B will be added together and they will be stored in the matrix C. Now again, the question says that there is two matrices given to you. Perform the subtraction and store the result in the third matrix. This matrix A and matrix B is same as that which we have seen earlier. This is the third matrix. After subtraction of contents of matrix A and B, the result is being stored in the third matrix called C. The name of the function which will be doing the subtraction is subtract matrices. A int A and int B are the two square matrix. Int RA and int CA, rows and columns for A matrix. Int RB and CB, rows and columns for B matrix. By the green highlighted section, we are checking them. If rows and columns mismatch, no calculation can be done. Else, looking at the highlighted yellow section, it simply says that by using two for loops, simply subtract the content of A and B and store it into C. Now let's see how the things are going on. Initially, because of the loop I, the value of I will vary from 0 to 1 to 2 because it is a 3 cross 3 matrix and loop will go till less than 3. When I is equal to 0, the value of j will vary from 0 to 1 to 2. Now when value of I is 0 and value of j is 0, this means that we will be working on A00 and B00, and after subtracting the contents of A00 and B00, the result will be stored in C00, which is 1 minus 2, and the result will be minus 1, which will be stored at C00. When I is equal to 0 and j is equal to 1, this means that we will be processing C01, A01 and B01. We will subtract A01 and B01. Whatever the result is, it will be stored in C01 of the matrix C. Now C01 is equal to 2 minus 2, which is equal to 0. When j is equal to 2 and I is equal to 0, this means that we will be working on C02. And the value of C02 will be calculated based on the values of A02 and B02. A02 is 3, B02 is 6, 3 minus 6 is minus 3, and minus 3 is stored at C02. Similarly, for value of I is equal to 1 and for value of I is equal to 2. So all the 9 values will be calculated and the result will be stored in matrix C. Now comes another program or another topic. This topic talks about multiplication of matrix. As we know that in case of matrix multiplication, the elements are multiplied and also they are added. You can see that there is a matrix A which is a 2 by 2 matrix, and there is a matrix B which is a 2 by 3 matrix. Sorry. 2 by 3 matrix. Now based on these values, the respective position in matrix A and matrix B is filled as seen on the screen. Now you can see on the screen that contents of A and B are multiplied and the result is stored in matrix C. Now when we are multiplying, we are also adding. This is the concept. As all of you know how a matrix multiplication is done, rows and columns are multiplied, added, and the results are, intermediate results are added. Now multiply matrices is the name of my function. It is receiving two 2D arrays. One array is A and other array is B. RA and CA are rows and columns of A matrix. RB and CB are rows and columns of B matrix. Now looking at the highlighted green section of the program, it is first of all checked if the columns of matrix A and the rows of matrix B mismatch. This means we can't do any multiplication. If you see the highlighted yellow section of the program, you can see that there are 3 for loops. One for loop is for I, the other one is for j, and another for loop is for k. The k for loop will be held responsible for multiplying the contents and adding the contents. Now let's see how the calculation is being performed by looking at a trial run. Now let's see for the case which produces the first row of the new matrix. For the first row of the new matrix, the value of I is 0. Due to the loop which is inside I, the value of j will vary from 0 to 2. Now because of the loop k which is inside loop j, the value of k will vary from 0 to 1. Now if you note down this condition, this statement Cij is equal to Cij plus Aik into Bkj, this condition will be doing all the calculation required because it is having the values of I, j and k in it. So by this, the specific element from 2D arrays will be picked, they will be multiplied, the intermediate result will be produced, that result will be added to the final result which has to be shown. Now let's see how this thing is working. If you see on the screen, you can see that when I is equal to 0, for respective value of I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0, and for j is equal to 0 when k is also equal to 0. So based on this thing, I, j and k, all the three things are 0, as you can see in the first row of the table. Now when I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0 and k is equal to 0, the equation which I have shown you earlier becomes C00 is equal to C00 plus A00 into B00. So C00 is initially 0, which is added to the product of A00, which is 1, and B00, which is 5. So the new value of C00 for k is equal to 0 is 5. Now value of k is incremented. See on the extreme top right hand side of the screen, you can see when k is equal to 1, this means that we want to process A01 and B10 based on the equation. Now A01 is 2, B10 is 8, 2 into 8 is 16, that 16 is added to C00, C00 you have calculated just now, it is 5. So 5 plus 2 into 8 is 21. This creates our first element called C00. Now again let's go to the middle row where j is equal to 1 for the table which is shown on the screen. Now when I is equal to 0 and j is equal to 1, the value for k will be 0 and then value for k will be 1. Initially let's talk about the case for I is equal to 0, j is equal to 1 and k is equal to 0. I is equal to 0, j is equal to 1 and k is equal to 0. It is the middle row. Now for this we are calculating value for C01. Now C01 is equal to C01 plus A00 into B01. This is based on the equation which we have seen earlier. Now A00 is 1, B01 is 6, 1 into 6 is 6, and that is added to the contents of C01. Now C01 was initially 0, so 0 plus 1 into 6 is 6, so C01 is 6. Now value of k changes to 1. When value of k is equal to 1, the equation becomes C01 is equal to C01 plus A01 into B11. Now A01 is 2, B11 is 9, 2 into 9 is 18, C01 is 6, we have calculated just now. 6 plus 2 into 9 is 24. So we will be finding the value for element C01. So based on these variation of values of I, j and k and looking at the equation and looking at this equation or this statement, we will be able to calculate each and every element of the matrix C. Now, in order to call these functions, we require a void main. The void main initially declares the arrays A and B and row A, column A, row B, column B values. Row A and column A values are asked from the user. Based on the highlighted yellow for loops, the value of matrix A will be asked. Again, the value of row B and column B will be asked from users. Based on these two values, two for loop which are again highlighted as yellow will be used to ask value for matrix B. Further, at the bottom of the page, you can see three statements of program which are highlighted in green, and add matrices, subtract matrices and multiply matrices functions are called and the respective parameters are passed to the functions. The functions we have studied earlier in the lecture. So this finishes our session for today. Thank you very much for being a part of this session.